Chris told me, he said, pray for me? And I said, of course. And he's like, will you pray for my wife, Dee? And I was like, what's going on? And he said, I think that she's going to leave me. And I said, of course, I'll pray for you. And then he began to tell me, which I'm going to let Dee share that part of the story. So you just take it away.
Okay, well, I had a very dark and hard part in my life. I grew up with my mom and dad, but my mom was really the main person because my dad lived with us, but he never, I can't even think of a day he ever complimented me. But so my mom was like the main important, she was my father and my mother. She played those two roles, and she was diagnosed with aggressive breast cancer, and she died a horrible death, and that tormented me every night. And I went into this terrible depression, and I pretty much kicked everyone out of my life, my husband, even my own family. I went to several counselors, and I just kept sinking deeper and deeper in this depression. And I was so bitter, and I was so sad, and I was a complete mess. But one day, me and Chris, my life was just a mess. And one day I came home, and Chris was actually listening to Call on Him. And Chris had actually been playing that song for several days, and it kept talking to me. And finally I came home from one weekend because I was staying away from everyone that loved me. I hated love because all I had was hate and bitterness in my heart. And I was so mad at God that he had taken my mom in that way, because everyone who saw her was just in awe of what a terrible death that she died. And every night I would hear her screams in my head, and I would replay those dark parts in my life. I kept replaying them over and over and making myself miserable. And I started drinking. I started just whatever would take that pain away, even if it was temporarily. That's what I was going to do. And one day, God just kept loving me, and He kept just speaking to me through people, through so many ways. He was letting me know that He still loved me. His love never changed for me, and that He wanted to heal me, but I needed to let Him. And because I hated God. I was so mad. I was so mad at God. I didn't even want to hear that name. And but one night, God had already been talking to me so many ways, and I would just feel His love just embrace me. And then I remember that day I came home from being away from the weekend, drinking with my friends, and those words, call on Him, and I did, and I just fell to the floor, and I gave Him everything, and I said, all those years of depression, I'm done with that. I want. And I did, y'all. It took only seconds. It just took me to tell Him, here's my pain, I'm done with it. And y'all, I felt this peace, and my life has never been the same. I have been blessed. I'm finally living the life that God wants me to live.
I'm gonna interject for a second, because I want to show you something pretty cool. That same day, well, I think maybe a day or two before that, when Chris told me to pray for his wife, and he told me about her mom having cancer and dying, I told him that I was in Olive Garden that morning with one of my friends, and I had a Bible study while we ate, and these words just came to me, and I didn't have anything to write them on, so I wrote it on a napkin. And it's like totally stained with like breadstick butter and all kinds of marinara sauce. But these words came to me, and I remember telling Chris, I was like, I don't share songs with people until they're done. But I said, in your case, I said, I'm writing a song that is like about your wife, but I'm not done. And so I sent it to him, and he said, that is my wife on a page. And because they both shared their story to me, I was able to finish it. And I don't know if you want to share anything else.
The way there's that verse where my mom was a believer, and she taught me, and her love for God was so amazing that, and I'll always remember this because that day that she passed away, I mean, like her body was just all destroyed with cancer, but she still, and I sang a song for her, her favorite worship song, and she was worshiping God. She couldn't even talk anymore, but she raised up her hand and she worshiped. So, you know what?
Yeah, and you'll see the lyrics. Like basically, what happened is Chris showed you the lyrics, right? And she was able to identify with what happened, and then you listened to Come On Him and accepted Jesus. And I want you guys to know, like, this song is special, and I want to thank you guys for helping me to finish it. Because I've seen so many people be blessed by this song. And I'll tell you why. Because I even sent this song to like this person in Nashville. I have a friend there, and he was like, "Oh, this song is way too fluffy. I mean, way too real. It needs to be more fluffy." And I was like, "What do you mean?" Like, because it says you can cry, you can scream, you can take it out on me, you can blame, curse my name. He's like, "Do you really think you should tell people that they can curse God's name?" I said, "I'm not. In the song, God is telling you, even if you curse my name, even if you wake up every morning and you say, 'God, I hate you,' He will still love you. Amen. There is still hope for your soul." And I want you to know that. This song is about telling God how you feel. No matter what it is, it's about communicating with God. Because you know what? He's so powerful, He can change that. He can do anything. And so I want you to know, if you've ever been in a situation like Dee, where you don't understand what's going on in your life, you don't understand, how could I go through all of this pain? Why? Why me, God? I want you to know that He's holding you right now, and you can tell Him. Don't be afraid to tell Him how you feel. Don't block Him out. Don't be afraid. So, that being said, thank you guys so much. And I want you guys to really pay attention to the lyrics, because I think they will mean a lot more now. And sing with me for sure.